Oh, hi, how are you? Good to see you again. I'll tell you what, it is almost scary. Customer service wise, this last week has been, it's really weird. I mean, this is the third time here. The snafu on this Pakistan Bowie, that got resolved, and then Silver Stag, that got resolved, and then I had ordered another item, and I expected it to be here today, and I'm running my mouth. Anyway, you know what this is? It's a fucking coconut. Let me adjust the camera. Timberwolf US 130 knife, Survivor knife and sheath that I got in yesterday. Oh, anyway, well, one guy, Timbo, I think it was, he had a joke on the first video I did where this thing had all broken apart. He said, "I've never seen a folding Bowie knife before." Funny fucker. Sheath ain't too bad. Oftentimes these Timberwolf sheaths like this one, which is a year and a day and 1,000 years old, and this actually says, well, this says Timber Rattler, so maybe there's a difference. This is a Timber Rattler that I gave up on because I dropped it once and it didn't hit anything hard. It shouldn't have, and it damned if it didn't dull the point. Very soft steel. Yeah, she's not too bad. It's like I was telling one guy, who was that? Arizona Bladesmith, that I don't like these sheaths where when you pull out the blade, it runs along the edge, and it has a tendency to cut these after a while. All right, so let's see what we have here. Well, the knife is more impressive when it's in one solid piece. This is wrapped a little bit differently than the original one that I had that was broken. It almost makes me wonder, I don't know, that's the one's gonna be a mystery to me. All right. Well, there you go. I mean, that's what I liked. Yeah. Now that feels better. It's this steel. The blade's this long. I'm not quite sure which. US 139. It has a rustic, which is what gravitated me towards this knife in the first place. It has a rustic look to it. You know, it's like old-fashioned, handmade. Now this tang, I've learned not to trust these tangs because just because they show on the handle, this is rivets, I can't take it apart, or I would. Just because they show this on the handle, I've seen some really screwy shit. I've seen a tang which looks huge, but it's only like really thin, and these are just like a spacer, you know. That's a heavy blade. It weighs this much. Huh. Now I'll tell you what, a little bit later I'm going to take this out and I'm going to do some slight chopping with it. I am not going to chop a cinder block with this one. I just don't trust it. But they do say it's a survival knife. Now, if I was on an island and I had coconuts, well, I would want to take and, you know, drill out a little hole right here and hopefully my tip didn't break off. There we go. And do something like that. to get some milk. And there's the Milky Wilkie. See that Milky Wilkie? Yeah. And did my tip break off? Nope. And if it broke off on a coconut, then I'd be a little upset. Oh, what the hell. So, if we... I'm scared. Okay. Oh, yeah. Coconut was not good. It's been sitting around. Okay. So we did a coconut whack and no damage. That's good. So if we did a blade whack, now we got a mess. Yeah, that's a fucking mess. Yuck. Now I don't know how sharp this thing was to start with. Let's take a look. Not bad, I mean, it could use some touching up. Well, that may take a while. I know that's going to take a while. So, you see, I also come prepared. This is my fire kit that I keep in my bug out bag. This is a little emergency beeswax hot burn candle large. Okay, these are little. I got me a little stove. I got a Speedy Sharp, which I don't like to use on knives, but just in case. This Gerber Bear Grylls rod we'll show you in a minute. Here's some little tabs for the stove, some razor blade, and my favorite, magnesium. These are also, I have magnesium pills, a little capsule, and some cotton you can use as tinder. Okay, you take your little pill, and inside is magnesium. Oops. Now I know if you're stuck on a deserted island with just a rod. And by the way, this rod I was using, wherever it went, the one I was using before, came with my BK9 sheath. But this Gerber, it does a lot better. Magnesium. It's a blessing when you want to start a fire. And they're cheap. Now, I also have it in bulk. This is magnesium in bulk. Now watch this. Yeah. Okay, now this, with just me going like that on the thing, this handle got a little, this guard got a little loose. Just a little. See, it's moving back and forth. It's okay. We'll fix that with some what? Crazy glue. But anyway, this Speedy Sharp, you can like in a pinch, it does it. Alright, so overall, with a little bit of looseness in the handle, and with the help of a fire kit, you're only as prepared as you're prepared. So be prepared. Like I said, I keep this in my bug out bag with my first aid kit and all sorts of other stuff. The toilet paper is actually there not to wipe my ass, but to, you know, I had a lighter in here somewhere. But you can use that as fodder for, you know. All right, well, there you have it. The timber something or other Bowie knife. Fits tight in the sheath. Very tight. Probably needs to have some breaking in, but it ain't coming out. Handsome knife. Performed well. So that was the redemption on it. Not to you know, I'm glad it worked out, because that first impressions of that other one, foobar. If you don't know what foobar means, look it up. Gotta go, very busy. We'll see you.